so secret competition with too. And so I made the prayer the best way I know how to, and you know what I mean. And it's not even sometimes the prayers is ugly. It don't matter. It's just if you sincere and you believe it, then it'll come. But gotta honor it, things like that, the spirit realm. But check this out. It's just and this is why it's good to know the intentions of the people you're around. I mean, because when things don't go right, it's good to have some clarity on why. You don't need to know every single thing, but once God shows you that you're around a bunch of people that you're trying to build something with, but they tearing it down because they want to be the man and they don't want to share the limelight and the spotlight, and they feel like it should be them and all this and that. So see, I keep finding, I kept running into people at certain these churches, certain, you know what I mean, and in the family, and little dudes over here and over there, and they just didn't. That's why I'm not, you know what I mean. In this instant, I am blaming them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you compare yourself to somebody else or you were in secret competition with somebody else is because they didn't, you know what I mean? And it don't matter. Some of them were super pastor this and this elder that, and it's because they feel inadequate because they really don't know what God called them to do. They did what somebody else wanted them to do. Or the pastor that they was under when they came up under. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get fulfilled unless you're doing what God asked you to do. And 9 times what God is asking you to do is something that it might look the same, but it's a little bit different than what everybody else has done. See, when you want to fake it to make it and all that, think about it. Once you make it, you still got to fake it. You know what I'm saying? So it's lies on top of lies. It's manipulation on top of manipulation, and stealing on top of stealing, and thievery on top of thievery, scheme on top of scheme, because they don't know what God wants them to do. So that's why I found myself around a bunch of people that don't know what God wants them to do. They say they talking all this good game like they got to figure it out. But why, if they got it figured out, my question is why you got to put me down? Why you got to slander such and such? Why you got to put someone down in order for you to rise? You know what I'm saying? Because God has a unique calling for every single one of us. David, Jesus, look at the Bible from front to back. Nobody had the same mission. They still did God's will, but none of them had the same mission. So why are we sitting here acting like we all got the same mission? We don't. God got something special for everybody. But when you're around a bunch of people that don't know this, then people like me become the target. People like you might